So first off, as a disclaimer, this was not a bait on my end. Quite to the contrary, I couldn't possibly expect this happening. Secondly, if you see this crime happening during the early night with me awake, right here, and all of this. And by the way, this doesn't link just this to the city, right? After all, we're linking backwards to the city of thieves, we're looking back into other places as well. And then you see the more important part. I have been pointing out every single day the days when they use drugs on me, and then they come here and they mess on my things and they assault me in the middle of the night as I'm sleeping right there. Well, what difference of being sleeping right there? And it's a big one. But you have to, it's drugs. It boils down to drugs. Sleeping right there to being right there in front. Now the crime that they are trying to say doesn't happen or doesn't exist, you see with your own eyes. There was a phone right there next to the thing. Power bank as well for the matter. Straight to the bag. It's not even like a special bag. It's a yellow bag alongside a bunch of other bags. The phone was right there in the open. Right here. So I'm not even giving the consideration for the rest. As I said, it's a food bag. The only thing there is the bag. The same bag I carry around them all. The same bag that I carry for all the things. This bag. And that criminal was sitting down right there in front of that camera. And by the way, you notice by me blasting the face from here to the time it goes, it doesn't matter the little smile, doesn't matter anything else. If you know someone, you blast a light straight in their face as they're passing by, and then wave at the camera. That is the crime that the criminals expect you to believe, that they believe. Again, not just what's happening, but what they know is happening. And not just for now, for all the other times. And only after I mentioned specifically they were throwing narcotics on me. So, as I said, it's posted by address, by the way, on YouTube. It's the first time I actually put the full address. Any subsequent crimes or other circumstances to prove who else is involved, as far as that goes, after all. So, and again, you have no idea how massive this is. What kind of reasonable person, right? The same terminology used to send people to jail. It's criminal law 101. What kind of reasonable by the way, listen to the criminal. Sounds familiar? I was making an audio recording a second ago when you get to listen to the same track, on the same sound, on the same vehicle, and the same everything. So you can trace that back to that too. Useful. Continuing, as I said, fireworks I saw right by the star. See the star? Right by the star? Roughly around the position, slightly to the side, shining. Those fireworks were close. They were not far away. They were height of a normal firework, except they were height of a normal firework, except not too far away. So they were height of the normal fireworks. So those are standards. You can look it up. Virtual standard, the one that just blows up, not the fancy one. So we can calculate the distance based on what I just pointed out to you. Right? Actually, it was below the star. I don't think I saw. I think I did see. No, I did see. I did see the flash. Maybe it was just a flash, not the actual focal point for the flash. No, I saw the focal point. I definitely saw the focal point. I saw the actual explosion, the flash for the firework. Should help out. It was very, very close. As for the thing, if I'm right here and I was right here doing backups. Awake, 9:40 p.m. Right? After they drugged me the entire day, they threw specifically narcotics on me right now. I specified that to you in a video. You have this dude, and I'm gonna showcase if he's coming from there because he went down this way. I am pointing to you. So again, what a reasonable person will believe, right? And you arrive this way. and you arrive here, right? And you see someone right there, and you're looking forward with the light glare in the back, and you see those things here, right? Those things here, except for the bag. The bag was there. But here's the deal. In here, you had a phone right here, the power bank, and other things like opening, right? Even the bags, like the food bags, don't seem to have been true. No. Let me check. Oh no, those things are definitely first true. So actually, round saw the thing. This is me, by the way. The bag's loose on top. Only the bag's loose on top is me. I was looking for a bag to put those bottles in, but it was not that first off. Okay? The things that stay open in there. I'm surprised I didn't try to steal the cat toy. Other food. That's a perfectly good burger here. Something else to eat. So, and I have a face on top of that. But let's go to the bag. For the bag. Charges. By the way, remember I mentioned that this is what they do, those things? Things like this happen here. Okay? Or things to the bags for that matter, mind you. Those as well. So talk about those to the bags. Hello, my cat. Oh, give me a second. One of the babies in the bag for sure. So that video is already on YouTube. We're gonna share that with Tanya. And it's just about in everyone's best interest. Again, understand how tragically out of how the actual world works. So this is a crime that everybody's trying to argue didn't actually exist at all. And you got to see that with your own eyes happening right there while I'm there. And this is the point. What do you expect to find in a place like this? Right? Because clearly the phone and the thing that have actual value and not fixed interest. So when you look at something like this is what you see. Not even the bag underneath. Just, which by the way, I'm not even gonna comment on that one. Just the plastic, just the bottles. A bunch of bottles on top. I just saw as you were here. Right? Food. Bottles. More bottles. Food. Cat food. Like, what do you expect to find? Right? I mean, most people would be grossed out, but in general. Because if you say, oh, that's a bagger, well, a bagger steals food. A bagger would steal anything of value, really. But, you know. But, right? But let's continue with the list of the bag that I've been carrying around. And again, as I was saying, that was not bait. For bait, I would have to be able to think that through. I don't think many things through because they're drugs on me, as I said. So that's one. A shitload of receipts. $2. Should count, right? Next was 2 or 4 or 6. I think it was 6. You better find out the rest. Napkins? A pencil. Remember that they broke the pencil? They refixed it? Or the pens? Because, again, you say, well, that sounds a bit flimsy, or you would have thought that it sounded a bit flimsy. Well, yeah, but, oh yeah, and then you get to the important thing. Now, let's not forget the mucus. I want you to read it. Certain things deserve full credit. As I said, they come from the mucus. This is not a joke, by the way. This is the crime that they do in the middle of the night. Especially because, guess what? My wallet is here. Not a joke. Okay? And, as I said, this was not a bait. To be a bait, it had to have been done on purpose. This was not done on purpose. Okay? Most importantly, he was crouched down there. And most importantly yet, as I said, this is a reference to the City of Thieves. So, here's why the City of Thieves is called the City of Thieves. Apart from several days, the times when I was searching for my things, I was crouched down there. And by the way, for what you get to see, save for the wallet, which I put yesterday, as they were quite literally torturing me. Let's see what else is in here. Let's finish, come down, and finish the work. And the mucus, of course, the true valuable thing. Not the phone, not the other things, but the mucus. The couple things that, if I remember right, were inside bags. The watch they destroyed. So let's speak about the watch for a second. The watch was fine, right? And this is the place where, the power bank and something else, electronics stay. So, the watch. $15 watch, simple. And the one thing we usually associate this type of watches, they don't break easy, right? They're not particularly pretty. But, I mean, they break easy all the time. It's not essentially a huge deal. But, I mean, it's not like it's not broken, but it was functioning. And then it stopped functioning. Notice that the glass isn't broken, doesn't have any feasible damage. All the wheels, all the other things function normally, except it doesn't work. Right? So I just want to point out, and we changed the batteries recently. You saw when I went to Paraguay to do that, specifically. So I just wanted to see, in the measure of the possible, for what I could, things have been taken care of somewhat considerably. This is not only just about the fact it's going to have on me to be extraordinarily more careful about just about everything, right? And you're going to have to create a method to deal with torture drugs. Because the thing is, this method is good enough for normal situations. It was just not particularly efficient for the types of narcotics and other drugs that they were using on me. Types of narcotics.